on fire! What's up, basketball fans? It's time for more Trash Talk. I'm MJ Phenom.
The best show on YouTube, because where else can you talk trash about other people?
Spurs fan for life. This week, a little bit of a smile on my face. The Spurs, since we last talked, have not lost, are now 7-1 and on a 5-game win streak. What's more, they have the belt. What is this belt, you may ask? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not exactly sure, but this is the best that I can tell.
I'm not saying that I was wrong, but the Cavaliers have not proven to be the team that I thought they were at the beginning of the season. Now, they did open up the season with a big win against the Brooklyn Nets, but since then, they are sitting at a 3-5 record with wins against the Nets, the Sixers, and the Timberwolves, who are all good teams this year, but 3-5 is not something to be proud of.
So at this point, it is still pretty early in the season, meaning it's really hard to tell anything about who's going to make it to the finals, who's going to even make it to the playoffs, nonetheless. Personally, I'm still coming to terms with the fact that the Pacers are #1 in the entire league. Where did they come from?
I'm drinking my problems away, guys, and it's water. So the Lakers just lost to the... Who did they just lose against? Well, the Lakers just lost against the Nuggets, and I mean, I saw that coming, that's for sure.
Somebody decided that the NBA is now championed the same way that pro wrestling is and boxing, where the last person to beat the champion is the new champion. The lost the belt to the Sixers lost the belt to the Warriors lost the belt to, guess what, the San Antonio Spurs, who are since then undefeated. Just really not exactly sure who started this and why.
Their team is healthy. Andrew Bynum is playing less than impressive. Kyrie is carrying the team as I thought he would. The #1 pick in last year's NBA draft, Anthony Bennett, may be the biggest letdown in any draft that I can remember.
But my guys, the Oklahoma City Thunder are currently in 3rd place in the league right now, which I'm pretty happy about. I mean, you don't want to be in 1st place this early in the season because then everyone just has all these high expectations for you. You might as well be a couple places down and then sneak attack, win the finals.
The Lakers are currently 4-6, and that's not really good as a starting point. That's 10 games already of the season of 82 games. Now, first of all, what's not helping them out is the fact that Steve Nash is already out for injury. People are chanting trade. I mean, he's old. What do you expect? It was bound to happen, you know. But all in all, I mean, I guess they're playing okay basketball. If they're like riding that like 500 line, you know.
Exciting games so far this season, other than the one loss to the Portland Trailblazers. More importantly, we're looking well balanced. Playing time and some good point statistical contributions from players like Boris Diaw and Danny Green.
I know that it's early in the season, but he went over 16 in his first however many games. Finally hit a shot, it was a 3, and then that was all he had. Now, Anthony Bennett, I don't think you were deserving of the #1 pick, I'm going to be honest, but you have more to prove. You're playing on a Cavaliers team where you have the ability to show yourself, and you are not.
The Thunder are on a 4-game winning streak, which is awesome, obviously, except for the fact that their last game against the Wizards, they only won by 1 point. Now, in their defense, they did play the last few minutes of the 4th quarter, plus all of overtime, without Russell Westbrook, who got kicked out of the game for technical fouls.
And I have a feeling that as soon as there's like a losing streak, D'Antoni's out. I don't get how a team that has an attack-minded coach can't get that many points. And, well, defense is another issue. It seems like everyone else is doing better than the Lakers are. I was surprised the Lakers actually beat the Pelicans.
Kevin Durant, of course, is still the top scorer in the entire league, so yeah. One thing to take note of is that right now, in the entire league, there are only 2 teams that are ranked in the top 10 for both offensive and defensive efficiency. the San Antonio Spurs, and, you guessed it, the OKC Thunder.
One target that people seem to think would be a good fit for San Antonio is Evan Turner. The last big trade that they actually targeted was Richard Jefferson, and that was an absolute catastrophe.
Now the Lakers, also sitting at 3-5 currently, are ahead of the Cavaliers in the power rankings. Now I think that's fair. I think the Cavaliers have more to prove, especially with the Lakers having Kobe out. But I'm not saying that the Lakers are better than the Cavaliers, and I will not say that. Oklahoma City is Oklahoma City. They're going to play great all season. Westbrook is back ahead of schedule, which is bad news for anyone else in the Western Conference. Golden State's playing great. Spurs are playing great. Heat, unfortunately, playing pretty well.
I knew that as soon as Ricky Rubio would become healthy, that team will light up, and it's been showing because Kevin Love is a beast right now. Indiana they're serious this time. What's happening in New York? Do the Celtics still exist?
But I cannot handle another team that I am rooting for right now be the heart attacks, like the Seahawks are. Please, Thunder, if you're listening to me, Kevin, Russell, score more points.
Anyhow, that's all from me for this episode of Trash Talk.
I'm looking forward to the Cavaliers showing me that they are better than their record. Go Cavaliers, and I will see you next week here on Trash Talk.
Everyone else, stop making the Lakers look bad.
I'll see you guys next week here on Trash Talk.
Guys, this is really happening. Wow.